History is haunted by the ghosts of the unknown artist. Takeo Nagamatsu created the very first superhero, Ogambatu, and he was buried by it. Ub Iwerks drew Mickey Mouse and was buried by Mickey. Two men who built IP worth fortunes, now largely lost to history. Today we're headed to Gotham City. That's right, Batman. We know how prolific this DC character is, and, well, he has at least one skeleton hidden in the Batcave. Bob Kane is widely acknowledged as the sole creator of Batman. As it turns out, it was a dynamic duo that created the character, and it was the sidekick responsible for the lion's share of the work. And that ghost is named Bill Finger. Bill Finger initially found work as a shoe salesman. At some point, he met Bob Kane at a party. The duo actually worked together first on a comic called Rusty and His Pals, which, when I looked it up, it looks like some sort of hybrid between Archie and a pirate adventure or something. Finger worked as the ghostwriter on this project. After working on Rusty, Kane wanted to start a new project. You probably heard this story before, similar to how Disney had a rough idea and Iwerks fleshed it out fully. It's the same thing with Bill Finger. Kane had an idea for a character named Batman. He'd even done a rough sketch he was envisioning. Finger recalled the initial sketch. Much like Superman, with kind of reddish tights, I believe, with boots, no gloves, no gauntlets, with a small domino mask and a swinging rope. So it kind of sounds like Superman with actual bat wings and a rope. If he had actual bat wings, it makes you wonder why he'd need a rope. It's a good thing Finger added his input. A hooded mask with pointed ears, gloves, gauntlets, substituting the red color for gray. He was also influential in designing Batman's most widely known nemesis, the Joker. Finger remarked that Kane had initially drawn of the villain as a clown. Finger is the one who affixed the Joker's eternal grin, being inspired by Victor Hugo's The Man Who Laughs. Although Kane contested, Finger also asserts he created Batman's most enduring villains, the Penguin and the Scarecrow. Aside from villains, Finger conjured Batman's alter ego Bruce Wayne and even Gotham City itself. If we look at Bill Finger's contributions as a whole, it's fair to say that he was a defining factor in its development. He crafted all the parts that create Batman as we know him now. Imagine how lame he would have turned out if Finger would have just gone with Kane's initial design. Kane knew it too. In a private interview in the 1980s, he admitted that Finger was responsible for somewhere to 50 to 75% of all creativity on Batman. He just never said it in the public, where for decades he insisted Finger was nothing more than hired help. Officially a ghostwriter, he wasn't entitled to any formal credit for his work, and likely received far less pay relative to the impact his mind had put on the project. This is common for the working artist. You are essentially machines for the studio. Bill Finger died in 1974 in relative obscurity. He was never given any official credit for his contributions to Batman until a full 41 years later in 2015. The model of the corporation using the artist essentially as a production machine is well established. It's strange that artists are mourning the loss of jobs in such structures when they're no longer needed at all. If artists could just see that it's easier than ever to create new systems of distribution for their creations and secure ownership rights for them, they will never become another unknown IP ghost.